Hello Aries, welcome to your weekly reading, your weekly energy reading. So should we have a little look what's going on around you this week? I've got this lovely Healing Light tarot deck to find 5 cards. 5 cards that are going to give us the general theme, general overview of what's happening around you and with you this week. So don't forget, it's a general reading, so just take from it what you need, leave behind what you don't. It's for you Aries, Sun, Moon or Rising. Okay, shall we begin? We have the Fool as our first card. We have the Star, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so Aries, the energy around you this week, the energy you've got to work with is what the Fool to kick off with. We've got the Fool energy, setting off on a new adventure. And this is like right at the beginning of our 5 cards. It's card number 1. So I'm thinking this is stuff maybe that's very recent, either happened or you're feeling the energy. You're setting off on a new adventure in some way. And that can look different for different people. It's massive for some and little for others. So, and not everything in between. So there's some sort of new beginning, some setting out, taking a leap of faith in some way, setting out on a brand new journey. Excuse me. Then we've got the Star card. Star card is all about your hopes and about having faith that things are going to turn out okay. And I think that is literally what it is for you. I think you are setting off on this brand new adventure, brand new journey, and I think you've got the hope, you've got the faith. Maybe you have got the your intuition is telling you that this is the right thing for you. You're heading in the right direction, heading towards your destiny, your place of alignment. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So I think in your current, this is very current, I think. Knight of Pentacles is all about moving forward, taking steps to move forward with your pentacle, whatever that is for you, because pentacles are obviously some earthly, material things. So it could well be that it's your health, it's your finances, it's your home, whatever. But you're moving forward, you're taking steps to move forward, and you're doing it in a cautious way, but don't be mindful that you're not being overly cautious. Then we've got the Ace of Pentacles, a brand new opportunity, a brand new material opportunity. So maybe a new job, maybe a new love, maybe a new relationship, maybe money coming your way, some increased finances, or an opportunity to increase your finances coming your way. But it's a new opportunity, something new, something that you can put your time and energy into in the future to grow into something amazing. Then we've got that 5 of Wands there. 5 of Wands is about conflict. It's about conflict, it's about competition. So it may well be that, there's some sort of conflicting energy around you moving forwards with your potential new opportunity. Something that's not quite sitting right with you or around you. So, right, okay. Let's have a little bit of a closer look. I've got the Light Seers Tarot deck here. We'll have a little bit of a look at our recent past energy. Then we'll go into our current and then obviously our future. So let's have a little look at what's been going on with you in the recent week, this last week. We have the Judgment card. Actually, it doesn't even have to be the last week. This is stuff that's influencing our future, so it could actually go back a little bit further. We've got the 5 of Swords, the Lovers, the Hierophant as a clarifier, the 6 of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. Okay, so in your recent past, Judgment card, I think you've had a rebirth. There's been a new beginning for you, whether you're showing up into the world in a whole different way. Your inside landscape has shifted, and maybe your exterior landscape, maybe the way you look has shifted as well. But there's definitely a transformation of sorts with you on a personal level. We've got it clarified by the Hierophant there. So it may well be that you're stepping out of tradition. You're changing the way that things, you have been doing things for forever and ever, and you've made a shift. That didn't work for you anymore, and you're stepping away, stepping into doing things in a whole brand new kind of way. Then we've got the Five of Swords and the Six of Swords. So there's been some mental conflict, something that's been really bothering you, something that's been on your mind, something that has been causing you, to have a little bit of a headache. Look, the way he's got his hand on his head even there. So I think there's definitely been something that has been bothering you, your mind, bothering you mentally. Some maybe something that's been said in the past, some disagreement that's been going on, something that you're struggling to maybe to let it go, and it's festering away in there, and it's just sitting, and these things are never any good. They're never going to do you any good. And it's something really that needs to be released. I'm hoping that you're going to release it, or you have released it, because we've got this Six of Swords here. Six of Swords moving into calmer waters, moving into a more peaceful mental state. So something's happened or something's gone on that's caused you to have this inner conflict, this inner mental conflict, and we'll see how that affects us moving forwards. Then we've got the Lovers card. The Lovers card is about connections, it's about relationships, it's about deep relationships. People that, you maybe it's an intimate other, or it could just be someone who you've got a really deep connection with, that, you just feel like those people that you just feel like you've known forever. And there's a decision that's needed to be made, or hopefully has been made, regarding this person. And it's been a difficult decision, maybe with emotional connections, maybe with... It's felt quite overwhelming, quite big choices to be made, but there's definitely a decision, for good or for bad, with this person. Right, maybe that's what set you off on this brand new journey. Well, the Fool, the rebirth, the transformation of self, that is going to set you off on a new journey at all. And maybe the Star, hopes, dreams, new relationships, deepening relationships, choosing to get into a relationship even. It doesn't actually have to be a relationship. Maybe that Lovers card could be, you looking for a significant other and choosing to say yes. Say yes, and allowing yourself to move into a space where you feel happy and confident to have a relationship again. Okay, so current energy, what's happening at the moment? What energy we've got to work with at the moment? Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups, Eight of Wands. I'll put that way up. Right, so current energy. I think there's been stuff that's gone on in the past. Stuff that's gone on in the past that has been quite painful, quite difficult, quite a bit of a struggle, and it's lingering now in the present time. And I think it's maybe holding you back from moving forwards in the way that you would like. And we've got the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to things a little bit too tightly. I think there's some releasing that needs to be done. Obviously, we had the mental release of that Five of Swords energy, and maybe that's still sort of leaking into your current energy. Maybe there's something that it's the past stuff, difficult stuff that's happened to you in the past that you're still maybe holding very close to your heart and not releasing. There's lots of reasons for that. It could be that it's connected to somebody that you've lost, and in releasing that, it feels like you're letting go a little bit, doesn't it? It could be just difficult relationships, things that have happened, things that have been said, and it's really important for you to move forwards, for all of us to move forwards, is to come to some sort of peace with the things that have happened in the past, and to not let them define us in the future, to release them, to open up our heart. You see there, she's holding that purse a little bit too close to her chest there, to her heart chakra. And so, by opening yourself up you're opening yourself up for lovely things. You know, it may well be make you feel quite fearful and quite vulnerable, but you're opening yourself up to maybe, you know, future love, future relationships. Obviously we had this 2 of Wands there, and obviously this mental conflict, this stuff somebody said or things that have been said, and all these things can make us close down. Maybe even that transformation, it may well have not been a positive transformation for some of you, a positive rebirth. Maybe it's one that, you know, you're feeling quite guarded about. I'm hoping for most of you that it's a positive thing that's allowing you and helping you to move forward. But there's definitely some need to allow yourself to be vulnerable, to open yourself up, to release the things that have happened in the past and draw a line under them and move forwards. I said it really like it's dead easy, didn't I then? See, it's no problem, just do that and you'll be fine. I know it's not as easy as that, and you know, maybe there's some work that you have to do on yourself in order to help you to do that moving forwards. We've got the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is a card of resting. It's a card of, you know, going within a little bit. And we've got that 7 of Cups. So a mental rest, a rest reboot, maybe getting on the meditation, sitting in meditation, getting on your yoga mat, getting out in nature, doing the thing that helps you to clear your mind, to find that meditative space. Because I think when you do that, you're going to be able to see which direction you want to go from here. You're going to open yourself up to all of those lovely dreams, all of those lovely wishes that you've got that are up in the clouds, that you need to maybe start bringing down to life. What are the things that you've wanted in life? What are the things that you've hoped for, that you've dreamt about? Now's the time to start bringing those things down to earth. Is it a new relationship? Is it a new home? Is it a new job? How do you want your life to look like moving on? I think it's important for you, or maybe you're doing it at this current moment. Maybe you are trying to figure out what's next for you, where's next for you, which dreams can you start putting your energy into, and you know, using that to help you to move forwards. Because, you know, who doesn't have hopes and dreams? Obviously, we've got the Star card there. Hopes and dreams, bringing things down to earth. When you wish upon a star, a dream comes true. So, get wishing on some stars. Take some time to actually visualise what you want your future to look like. I think maybe that's the energy that you're in at the moment anyway. Maybe I'm telling you something that you already know. I suspect quite a few of you do. But, you know, releasing is the key to moving forwards. So we've got this lovely 10 of Cups, happy families, 8 of Wands, happening really quickly. I think things are shifting along at a nice pace for you. I think you're starting to see things moving along. I think you know how you want your home life to look is actually coming together for you quite nicely. And I think this is a lot to do maybe with this rebirth of sorts that you've had in the recent past. I think it's opening up lots of new different things for you, new different opportunities. I feel like there's some healing, quite a lot of healing that's been done in the recent past that's allowing you to be where you are right now. I think it's taken some time and effort, and obviously there's still some stuff to be done because we've got this combination of the 4 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. But I think you're doing really brilliantly, Aries. I think the things that you are wanting are really starting to come together for you, and I think you're actually feeling it and noticing it. So let's have a little bit of a look at your future energy. What's going on in the coming week for you, Aries? What's happening around you in the future? I'd love to know if this reading resonates. Please let me know. Put a thumbs up or a comment is even better. I'd love to know how it resonates, if you're feeling brave, or if not, just stick an emoji. Let me know how you're feeling this week. It'd be really lovely as well to have you as a subscriber if you want to be part of this little community. It's completely free. Just press the subscribe button and don't forget to press that notification bell as well so you don't miss out on any of your readings. Right, I've got the 8 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, another Knight of Pentacles, an Eight of Swords, and an Eight of Pentacles. So a lot of eights energy in this your future. Right, Eight of Cups. It's about walking away from the things that don't make you happy anymore. So I think with your, this new adventure, this Fool energy that you're moving forwards, that's taking a leap of faith and moving towards the things that you have been hoping and dreaming about in the past. I think you're starting to realise what makes you happy and what doesn't. And so again, in the spirit of release, I think you are in a place where you're releasing the things that don't bring you that joy, don't bring you that happiness anymore. And you are actively moving towards feeling, bringing balance and bringing more stability to yourself in the area of your pentacles. So whether that is health, I think for a chunk of you it's going to be health. I think this release, this walking away is going to bring you better health, better mental health, better physical health, and I think you're considering which areas, how to best spend your pentacle. What's next for you as you're releasing and you're walking away? What's next for you in a material form? So what's next for you in work? What's next to you in home? There's choices, there's things. I think I feel like the energy is just like really flowing around you. Things are changing, things are shifting, but it's in a nice way. It's not in a scary, all of a sudden kind of way. I think this is it's changing and it's moving because you're putting energy into things and you're open to the flow shifting, the flow changing, and just like for things to just be quite organic. I think, because you are releasing, when we release things, we're making space for new things to come in. And I think that's exactly what's happening. That flow of energy is flowing exactly the way that it needs to, because you're on a bit of a purge, actually, I want to say. You're releasing stuff, lots of things, and you're figuring out what makes you happy, what it is you want. And I think you're feeling gratitude for it. This very much feels like, it's well deserved. It may not be everything, all the ticks on that 10 of Pentacle list, but you're feeling gratitude for the things that you've got right now. And I think because of that, things are shifting and things are moving and things feel good, I think, for you, Aries. I hope so. Please let me know in the comments. We've got the Page of Pentacles here. The Page of Pentacles is about learning. It's about maybe learning something new related to your work, related to your pentacle. But it's also just coming at things from a really young, free-spirited, simple way of looking at things. So obviously we've got the Ace of Pentacles up here, new opportunities, and I think the Page is bringing you a new opportunity and a simpler way of moving forwards, because I think we've got this Eight of Swords here clarifying it, and I think things have felt very messy and maybe you've been doing a little bit of self-sabotaging by overthinking things and procrastinating a little bit and just really going over and over and over things in your brain and tying yourself up a little bit in knots, and it's of your own making, really, because it's simpler than you think. But I think this is the only sort of fly in the ointment. Everything else feels really like it's flowing. I just think maybe you just need to relax a little bit more and stop trying to overcomplicate things in this future energy. It's simpler than you actually think. You're making it more complicated than it needs to be, and I think this is actually where this conflict card, this Five of Wands, comes up in your overview. I think you're creating this energy of things being harder than it is. Just relax and go with the flow. Then we've got this Page of Cups card. Page of Cups is lovely. It's a beautiful, warm, open-hearted, carefree kind of energy, loving energy. And then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. It's about hard work. So the Page of Pentacles can be a person. So it may well be that your significant other, you've got a significant other that is really helping you and supporting you to hone your skills, to improve your work skills, to improve your knowledge in some way. Or it's just you adopting this carefree, free-spirited, open-hearted, open energy, free-flowing energy, for you to learn something new, to improve the skills that you've got, to just grow in some way, actually, to grow in some way moving forwards. Let me have one more card with that. The High Priestess, and one more, the Nine of Pentacles. So I think your intuition is going to play a part moving forwards. And I think the hard work that you're putting into something, this Eight of Pentacles energy, you working hard, you honing your skills, using your intuition, following your intuition, where's it taking you? And just being that lovely, free, open energy, that open-hearted energy, it's going to bring you rewards. It's going to bring you the things that you need moving forwards. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. I think I'm going to leave it at that because I could waffle on forever and a day and keep pulling cards, but I'm not going to. Right, you take care of yourself. Have a great day. Stay rooted, stay open, stay magical, and I will catch up again with you very, very soon, Aries.